King Priyavrata. I think we're on text 39. Oh yeah, so the last verse we read is finally his sons are grown up, he divided everything, take it all, and walked off into the woods. So we're on text 39. Please repeat after me. My gruff voice. Om Tasya Hava Ete Shloka. Nobody? Tasya Hava Ete Shloka. Priyavrata Kritam Karma. Priyavrata Kritam Karma. Ko nu kuryat vineshwaram. Good. Yo nemi nimnar akarosh. Nimna, you know what that means? By the depressions. That's from the wheels of the chariot. Chayam Granam Saptaviritim. Very nice. Translation. Tasya Ha Va Ete. His, certainly, all these. Shloka Priyavrata. Verses by Priyavrata. Kritam Karma Kanu. Activities who then Kuryat Vina can execute without Ishwaram, the personality of Godhead. Ya Nemi, one who of the rim of the wheels of his chariot, Nimnai Abarat, depressions, made depressions, Chayam Gurnam, dark, dissipating the darkness, Saptavirya, and creating 7 oceans. Translation to English. There are many famous verses regarding King Priyavrata's activities. Quote, no one but the personality of Godhead could do what Maharaj Priyavrata did. Maharaj Priyavrata dissipated the darkness of night, and with the rims of his great chariot, he executed 7 oceans. Prabhupada's explanation. There are many excellent verses, famous all over the world, concerning the activities of Maharaj Priyavrata. He is so celebrated that his activities are compared to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes a sincere servant and devotee of the Lord is also called Bhagavan. Sri Narada is called Bhagavan. Lord Shiva and Vyasadeva are also sometimes called Bhagavan. This designation, Bhagavan, is sometimes conferred upon a pure devotee by the grace of the Lord, so that he will be very highly esteemed. Maharaj Priyavrata was such a devotee. Translation again. There are many famous verses regarding Maharaj Priyavrata's activities. No one but the personality of Godhead could do what Maharaj Priyavrata has done. Maharaj Priyavrata dissipated the darkness of night, and with the rims of his great chariot, he excavated 7 oceans. Prabhupada ki jai. So Prabhupada said that impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. Because everything's possible with Krishna, right? But if you disconnect from Krishna, we are like little frogs in the well. We think the well is everything. And we're suffering in that well. When outside the well, there's so much beauty and nature and wonderful things going on. Just a comparison. So one frog jumped in the well and told the other frog, the old frog, you got to get out of this well and look at the real world. It's so beautiful. There's an ocean, there's trees and everything. And he goes, I don't believe it. He said, no, it's there, it's so big. And the frog goes, is it this big? And he puffed his belly up. And the other frog laughed, oh, no, you cannot compare this. He goes, is it this big? and he puffed his belly up a little more. The frogs do that. They get so much air, they get big, and then they do a real long. We had so many frogs in Alachua. I used to be head pujari there, you know that? When the deities were in the trailer. I was like semi-head pujari. I was dressing the deities, bathing the deities. And the president was Vaninath Vasu Brahmachari, who's now a self-realized guru.
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah, the black fellow.
Yeah, real tall.
Yeah, tall. Very nice.
And we had his nickname for him, but let's see, what was it? Whoop whoop. Because during the kirtan, he'd go whoop 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 whoop. So, the funny, if I back up a little, there's a little history of Alachua, it's hilarious. When Radha became zonal acharya, which was apologized by the whole GBC for doing such a thing, they just divided the world into these 11 devotees and they took over everything. So Radha was in charge of Alachua, so we had to bring a big old mobile home in there for him, and we built a swimming pool for him and everything. And then he said, no illicit sex on this property. Husband and wife cannot live together. And I was like, what? So all the household had left. Because you got to allow the household to live together. So then they put Vanila Vasu as president. And he was brahmachari. And what was my point? What was I making?
Deities?
Oh yeah, I was worshiping the deities. No, I was that up there. But coming to a point here that forgot. But anyway, Priyavrata was compared to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was not Krishna, but he was empowered by Krishna. So Prabhupada was the same, empowered by Krishna to do amazing things. And so once Prabhupada was walking with devotees in Venice Beach, and he said, these books, I've translated 17 volumes and you've done 1 volume or 2 volumes. This is like slow death. He said, I'm not encouraged to write if you're not printing. And they were doing 1 book a month. And then they said, but we can increase it to 2 books a month. And Prabhupada said, no, this will take a whole year and a half. He said, you must do all the books in 2 months. And Ramaswara was stunned. He goes, that's impossible, Prabhupada, that's not possible. Prabhupada stopped and put his cane out and said, impossible is a word in a fool's dictionary. And then he walked on. So, they did it, but they said, you have to stay here. So, Krishna empowers people to do things if we are surrendered to him. And just like Arjuna, he threw down his bow and arrow and was crying. How was he fit to fight this war in that condition? It wasn't possible. But Krishna empowered him with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and he got strong. He picked up his bow and dried his tears and said, I'm ready to carry out your order. And this is even before he saw the universal form. Then when he saw the universal form, that was a seal of the deal. And then Arjuna apologized. He said, oh, I was so too friendly with you. We were joking around like friends, like cousins, having a good time, laughing and having so much fun together, but now I'm realizing you're God himself. You're the Supreme Personality of God. And I want to offer millions of obeisance to you, and please forgive me for being so familiar with you and all that. And Krishna was just smiling. It's all arranged by Krishna, so Krishna can have these rasas with devotees, so that he makes them forget that he's God. Mother Yasoda doesn't know that Krishna is God. Otherwise, it would disturb her rasa. Her rasa is the mother. And whenever Krishna got harassed by the demons, Mother Yasoda would play to Lord Vishnu, please Vishnu, protect my Krishna, protect my Krishna. And then when he was saved, of course, he was never defeated, then she would say, thank you, Vishnu, for protecting my little child.